For one, the road was paved with gold, while the other traveled the world looking for that elusive prize. Remy Marcel, FSW's most decorated superstar, the only Grand Slam champion in FSW. He is looking to add to his legacy and win the only championship to elude this FSW original. Hyperstreak. His 11-year journey has taken him all over the world, taking on the biggest superstars along his path. Despite all his success, he is still looking for his first championship in professional wrestling. Who will emerge victorious? Will Hyperstreak finally get his piece of the gold? Or will Remy Marcel crush his dreams and solidify himself as the greatest champion in FSW history? Join us as Remy Marcel takes on Hyperstreak for the Nevada State Championship as FSW presents Day of Reckoning.
Here's a man who's traveled the world. The one thing he's never done is win a championship. Will tonight finally be the night Hyperstreak gets his first title?
And tonight he takes on a man who has won every title in FSW except this one. So will Remy Marcel pick up the clean sweep, or will Hyperstreak finally break the drought and finally, after 9 years, become a champion?
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 175 pounds, hailing from Las Vegas, Nevada, the 86er, Remy Marcel.
And as we stated, FSW's favorite wrestler of 2020, Remy Marcel. Tonight he looks to pick up the clean sweep and become the Nevada State Champion.
Well, you know, they said the road was paved in gold for Remy, but at the end of it, for him to finish his trophy case, it's the blue and silver he needs to win. Remy Marcel, one of the most decorated wrestlers in FSW history, arguably the most now, especially if he wins tonight. With all the titles he's won in the past, the one that eludes him is what he needs to get tonight. Both of these men competed in a Nevada State title tournament. It brought us to tonight.
And Hyperstreak today is sponsored by the Raw Indy card. These guys put out a new wrestling game featuring a lot of great independent wrestling superstars. The latest is Hyperstreak, as well as they got one for the Nevada State Championship.
It's really cool. It's great to have them on board here in FSW. But right now we're going to find out who will become the 5th ever FSW Nevada State Champion. And we're starting out here, collar and elbow tie-up. Neither man wants to let go. They want to get an early advantage in this matchup here with the stakes so high.
Hyperstreak got here having 2 big victories against the members of Lights Camera Faction, Fresco and Watson. And look at the speed from Hyperstreak.
Yeah, Hyperstreak, he can switch it up on his opponents in a split second. They never see it coming. But Remy Marcel lets it be known he's not going to be intimidated, and he's going to blow his head off.
And right now, we have seen over time a much more vicious Remy Marcel. He is no longer a gentleman, Jake.
He hasn't been a gentleman for a long time. Looks like he was writing a citation for a Hyperstreak.
That makes me nervous.
Yeah, that could be the most painful citation you'd ever get. Remy Marcel with that slingshot senton atomico, crushing the sternum of Hyperstreak. Hyperstreak, a little bit of aggression there. Lured into a trap by Remy, who hits that Northern Lights suplex, not even getting a 1.
I'll tell you what, though, Hyperstreak, he's just got to, I know he is as fast as they can be, but he has to calm himself down a little bit. I know talking to him a little bit before, the matchup, Hyperstreak is a guy who really wants this one desperately.
Yeah, Hyperstreak's always moving. He's always frantic. He never allows his opponent time to think. I've said it before, he's basically Cocaine's favorite wrestler because he's so energetic. Springboard at a Hyperstreak, hits the clothesline.
And Remy Marcel stumbling back up to his feet.
Hyperstreak has his fans in this building. He's built a career here. He's been all over the world, but he's always considered this his home.
And only a 2 count as Remy Marcel able to kick out as the Nevada State Championship is on the line.
Up and over goes Hyperstreak, who holds on, but gets clubbed in the back. Oh, man! Talk about a game-changing move in the course of a match. That might be it. We're going to have to see how Hyperstreak recovers after what just happened. I mean, the truth is, even if Hyperstreak does recover, even if he feels like he can get back in the ring before 10, he should take every second of this count, if he can, because it looks like Remy is looking to meet him outside. Face first into the steel goes Hyperstreak. Remy Marcel wanted to make sure he got one more shot in before he rolled Hyperstreak back in. And the guardrail's as good as anything to use as a weapon.
And he is firing away with the forearms, but it's just kind of woken up Hyperstreak.
Yeah, look at the spirit of Hyperstreak. First championship in his career at stake. Who knows when he'll get another shot at a belt.
And down goes Remy Marcel as Hyperstreak is feeling it.
There was a ton behind that forearm. Oh! Little bit of Otani there with that boot scrape. Hyperstreak, he's got so many influences. That's why he's got such a wide array of offensive weapons. That running Gamaguri.
And right now, Remy Marcel kind of reeling. Not sure what Hyperstreak's looking to do, but it looks like he has put Remy up top.
We've seen Hyperstreak do this. Liger bomb, dead center, should do it, but it doesn't. I talked about the spirit inside of Hyperstreak, how he's always fighting. Remy Marcel has that too. You don't have the career Remy's had here in an FSW ring without being willing to put it all on the line all the time.
Oh, and Hyperstreak just firing away with those big forearms to the back. And he's got Remy Marcel up. But Remy able to counter.
And look at this whirlwind head scissors. German with a, holds on. Hits a second. Remy does not want to loosen that death grip. Third, still not letting go.
And right now, Remy Marcel just punishing Hyperstreak. That is the fourth one.
Locomotion German suplexes. Remy Marcel's hit 4. Hyperstreak realizing he can't be hit with a 5th or it could be over.
And Hyperstreak, he is trying to keep things going. He hits Remy Marcel with a couple of elbows.
Oh, what an open hand.
He slowed up Remy, but right now Remy looks like he's got Hyperstreak in a bad spot.
And just an explosion of bodies from the top. Both men took a lot, took all of that. But who's in worse shape now? Whirlwind DDT. Now, will that be enough? Because that was great follow-up. After coming from the top, but still not enough. Hyperstreak remains in this. His first championship hangs in the balance. A lot of fans here want to see the historic first title win of Hyperstreak. A lot of fans here want to see Remy Marcel complete the FSW trophy case by winning the Nevada State title.
And Remy, he is slowly climbing to the top once again. And he has won many matches with his frog splash.
Oh, but the knees! It's a factor he didn't prepare for. Look at Hyperstreak. He wants this bad. I think Hyperstreak's entering that zone where he'll do anything it takes to win. Brainbuster.
And this could be it. 1, 2.
No.
And what does Hyperstreak got to do to become a champion?
Whatever he's got to do. It could be that shining wizard. It's how he advanced throughout the tournament, and it's how he's going to win the title.
1, 2.
Whoa! Since Hyperstreak has implemented that shining wizard into his arsenal, no one's kicked out of it. It's how he advanced throughout the tournament. It's how he picked up win after win since the tournaments, since the semifinals of the tournament. But it wasn't enough to win him that title. The Nevada State title is still not his.
And look at the Hyperstreak. You could just see the wind taken out of the sails on that last maneuver. He thought the match was all over, and Remy is just like dead weight.
Yeah, Remy is showing zero signs of life. He is limp. He is just a dead weight carcass. Hyperstreak feels he has to get Remy back up to try and figure out how to win this. Oh, but Remy Marcel releases a lot of hate with that suplex in the corner. And Remy Marcel wants to go back up top. First time he went upstairs, it didn't work out for him. But this time, Hyperstreak could be a sitting duck. Frog splash.
1, 2.
Oh! And nobody has kicked out of that frog splash. Throughout the tournament and since the tournament, Remy Marcel has put everybody away with that. It's been his go-to. Well, Remy just saw his inspiration, and it looks like it's the banner of Killer Cross, his former ally, hanging in this building. One of the key players in FSW history. One of Remy Marcel's best friends.
What is he doing?
I don't know. Searching for something, but what he really should be searching for is an idea to put away Hyperstreak, who is still in the ring, feeling the wrath of that frog splash. What the hell is he doing here? He's undoing the canvas.
What is going on?
What kind of sick idea is running through the mind of Remy Marcel? I mean, ultimately, I feel like the ref should be trying to count him out. No one wants to see the match end that way, but at least get inside Remy's head. He should not be doing this.
The referee should be counting him out.
Well, it looks like he's on 3. It looks like he started, but.
What is this guy doing to the ring?
Remy Marcel is driven to do the most wicked idea he has to try and win the Nevada State Championship, to try and complete that trophy case in his home full of FSW accolades. That is bare wood exposed. The human body, and look at Hyperstreak right to the eyes. Remy goes. Hyperstreak trying to fight himself away. Don't do that! Come on, dude! Not the way to do this. And there was no way. Well, the underbelly of the world Remy Marcel lives in has come to FSW. This man has been driven in a certain direction to do whatever it takes to complete his trophy case. The Grand Slam champion has now been Grand Slam +1, winning every FSW title he's eligible for. You're speechless.
Yeah, I can't believe what is going on right now. Remy Marcel, it's almost like he snapped. I guess we're going to have to take a break here, Jake.
I guess so. A sadistic edge that we haven't seen in a while just came out of Remy Marcel to make sure he got another championship reign added to his career. And for Hyperstreak, the idea of a title, the idea of gold, still eludes him, but the bigger issue might be what kind of physical condition is Hyperstreak even in?
Take Future Stars Wrestling with you on the go. Download the FSW mobile app for Android, iPhone, tablet, or your preferred mobile device. Everything FSW in one place. The reviews are in, and it's 5 stars across the board. Stream your favorite FSW content, purchase event tickets or merchandise, receive breaking news and major announcements, plus play FSW app exclusive mobile games and more. Visit FSWVegas.com on mobile devices for easy installation.